Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a really powerful archetype for a kind of abundance that you might not think about every day. We're talking all about the Queen of Cups and how she's really the key to unlocking what you could call intuitive wealth. So let's just start with this question, just to get us in the right headspace. What if your greatest asset wasn't something you could count in your bank account, but something you could actually feel in your heart? What if your intuition was its own kind of currency? That's the big idea we're going to explore today. And this is our guide. Look at her, sitting there by the water, just gazing into that incredible ornate cup. She is the absolute master of this whole emotional, intuitive world. She is, of course, the Queen of Cups. All right, so let's really get into it. To understand her power, we've got to first understand who she is and, where she comes from in the whole tarot system. So the queen belongs to the suit of cups. And you can think of this suit as being all about the things we feel but can't necessarily see. It's all about emotions, spiritual connections, our inner lives, the whole deal. Its element is water, which is just perfect, right? It flows, it reflects, it sustains. It's that feminine yin energy. So who is this queen at her core? Well, the sources give us these key traits. She is loving. She's tender-hearted. She's deeply, deeply intuitive, maybe even a little psychic. She really operates from this spiritual center, always connected to that flowing, watery energy of insight and emotion. And I just love this quote. It paints such a perfect picture of her nature. It's from the Pictorial Key to the Tarot, and it describes her as beautiful, fair, dreamy, as one who sees visions in a cup. So get this, she's not just looking at our cup, she's seeing visions inside of it. And that, right there, is the source of her power. Okay, so let's zoom in on that cup, because this is where things get really interesting. That intricate object she's holding, it is way more than just a prop. It's the central symbol of her power to manifest. Her cup is everything. I mean, just look at how elaborate and unique it is. It's one of a kind. And that's because it holds something incredibly precious. It's a vessel, a receptacle that's ready to be filled with both spiritual insights, those visions she's having, and all the tangible material abundance that comes from them. Now, here's the part that's absolutely crucial. She is not a passive dreamer just sitting around. The sources are so clear about this. She sees the vision, yes, but then she acts on it. Her actions are fueled by her inner world, and then those very actions feed her dream and make it real. It's this incredible feedback loop. And this brings us right to the heart of what we're talking about today. How does this queen actually turn those inner feelings into outer fortune? How does intuition become real-world results? Let's break it down. To really get how she works, it's super helpful to put her side by side with her counterpart, the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is the master of the material world. Her currency is practicality, and her focus is on outward security. But our Queen of Cups, she's playing a different game. Her domain is emotion, her currency is intuition, and her focus is inward. She doesn't build from the ground up. She literally manifests from the inside out. So, what does her path actually look like? Well, it's kind of like a three-step process. First, she sees the vision. That means trusting that gut feeling, that intuitive download as total truth. Second, she acts with what the sources call loving intelligence. Basically, her actions are compassionate and they come straight from the heart. And third, she receives the rewards. We're talking success, happiness, pleasure, the whole shebang. And listen, you don't have to just take my word for it. This is probably the most powerful takeaway from the source material. It says that if we can tap into this queen's loving, intuitive nature, the result isn't just a little bit good. The result is glorious. It's the Sun card, and that means vitality, perfect health, greatness, confidence, and just total success. It's literally the peak of manifestation. Okay, so this isn't just some abstract tarot theory, right? This energy is real. And this final part of our explainer is all about how you can start to embody this queen's power in your own life. It's your turn. The source material gives us these really direct questions to ask ourselves. Think of them as a little check-in with your own inner queen. Are you feeling loving right now? Do you trust your heart? Have you gotten an intuitive message lately? Are you paying attention to the emotional vibes around you? This is where the work really starts. So if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Your intuition is not just some random feeling. It is a valuable asset. It truly is a form of currency. And just like with any kind of wealth, the secret is to invest it wisely in actions that are true to your heart. And that really brings us to the end. The Queen of Cups teaches us that every single one of us is holding a vessel, just waiting to receive. So her final lesson is really a question she's asking you. Your cup is waiting to be filled. What are you going to manifest first?